Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we are doing Where is your path taking you? And to do this reading today we are going to be picking 4 piles together. Oh, I see the first one popping up. So 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Let's see what we have for today's reading. For pile number 1, we have intimacy. For pile number 2, we have now. For pile number 3, we have passion. And for pile number 4, we have purpose. If you like to pick with crystals, let me add these right now. There we go. And I want to answer a question that sometimes you guys ask me. Do I pre-pick the stones or do I pick them after the cards? I actually do both ways. Sometimes I pre-pick them up there and then I place them right on top of the cards once we reveal the cards. And it's surprising that they do match a lot of the times. But other times, like today, and that happens a lot of the times as well, I don't pick the crystals before the cards. I wait until I see the energies and the colors on the cards, and I let each card pick the crystal based on its color. And so in a way, this allows the reading to pick the crystal rather than me picking it myself. So I love doing both ways for you guys. This was just to answer a question that sometimes you guys ask me. That's how I do it. And let me now introduce your crystals to you. For pile number 1, we have the rose quartz. And this is, let me adjust that so you can see it. There. And this is what your crystal looks like. There we go. For pile number 2, we have the garnet. And this is what your crystal looks like. For pile number 3, we have the cherry quartz. And this is what your crystal looks like for your pile today. And for pile number 4, we have the blue agate. And this is what your crystal looks like for today's reading. All right, so take a look at which one of these 4 piles or 4 crystals you're the most drawn to, and that will probably be the reading for you here today. And as I always say, if you're drawn to more than one pile or more than one crystals, or maybe even drawn to all of them, whatever the case is, always trust your intuition. Whether it guides you to just one pile and you know that's it, several or maybe all, let it lead the way. It is your magic that always guides you to the right readings. So let it lead the way. And as usual, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I'll see you in your readings. Hey soul family, welcome to your card preparation process. It is so lovely to have you guys around. These days I'm recovering from a cold, as you know. I'm doing much better. Thank you guys for asking about me in the comment section. It means the world to me. Thank you. I am doing much better. During the preparation process, I just like to take it easy and slow is the word I'm looking for. Slow these days, you know. Give myself time to do things slowly with my voice and preserve it for the reading itself. That's why I will be doing the preparation process on camera as always with you guys, but I'll just be doing it internally, calmly, and we can enjoy it together. All right, before I begin, let me introduce your cards to you in today's reading. On the left are the oracle decks, and on the right are the tarot decks that we will be using for your reading. And if you're interested in any of the decks that I use, as always, you'll find that I list them down in the description box for you to check whenever you want. All right, let's now begin your preparation. There we go. So your 4 piles for today's reading are now ready. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. It was so serene and calm and enjoyable, although we didn't talk much. But thank you so much for spending it with me. Love you guys very much. And let's get straight into your reading. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. We're taking a look at where your path... pile number 2. Where your path is taking you exactly. So let's keep your main card right there and see how it fits into the rest of your reading, what it means exactly for you. We'll be taking a look at your oracle cards first. So, my dear pile number 1, you have... taking shelter. The answers are within. So this is how your card looks like. Okay. You also have Moon in Capricorn with practicality. All right. And let's take a look at your tea leaf. You have V for victory. Victory in some endeavor. So nice. All right. We'll be able to put this whole thing together as we take a look at your tarot cards. So let's see what we have. You have the Hermit, the 5 of Wands as the 5 of Inspiration. This is the after tarot, so these are the scenes that depict moments after the regular Rider-Waite-Smith, this one and the next. So that is the 4 of Cups. All right. That is the King of Swords. The 7 of Cups. You have the Emperor. Oh, it's like a click happened. Something clicked. Something is about to click for you, my dear pile number 1. You have the Judgment card and the Temperance card. Yeah, something clicked within you. See, it looks to me here with the Intimacy card and the 7 of Cups that you want to do something very much. You really want to reach maybe a certain goal, or you have a certain hope towards something. I think with the answers are within, really the only thing that could have been stopping you may have been yourself and not really the circumstances around you per se as much as you. It was really all about you doing something about it, my dear pile number 1. See, with the 5 of Wands here, I see that a struggle, but with the same figure being depicted in the card, it's an internal struggle. Maybe you wanted to achieve something, but you really had to be practical and to actually get up and do it. To actually do something about it. This may not be in the big goal itself. Maybe you're already working in the big goal. Maybe you're already on the right path. Maybe you're already working towards your dream. But it could have been something that wasn't really satisfactory, that was stopping you from maybe taking bigger steps or moving quicker. Or achieving exactly what you want, the satisfaction, what is satisfactory for you. And so here, what it seems to me like, you are going to decide to not let life lead you or push you in the direction it's going towards, but you're rather here taking control of your life. That's what I see you doing very soon. Like, for example, as an example of you being on the path, but you taking command and doing what you want. Let's say you're already in the university that you want, but you want to finally finish the semester, succeed, and get the grades that you want. And you're like, you know what, I'm not going to watch this go day by day and keep promising myself to study and to do the things that I want. I'm not going to let this happen anymore. I'm dropping my old habits, and now I'm going to get up and take care of me, vote for victory, and I'm going to start now making a practical plan towards achieving the grades that I want. So something's clicking here. Now take that example with everything that you could be doing in your life, whether this is a personal project that you want to succeed in, or a certain dream that you want to achieve, or maybe even a certain health diet or a certain goal. And I think one of the things that are really motivating you these days with all of the snow here, it reminds me of January. So I think you're taking very serious steps for the next year, starting now, where you're like, I'm going to take it step by step. It may be a long journey, it may be intimidating, but I am accepting that it's taking me step by step, and I do see you changing your journey in the right direction, in the direction that you want. But now you accept that it takes one little step after the next to achieve something, that is not like the movies, you know, where they fast forward all the efforts that's done, where you watch it, people moving quickly and it's done, and we're getting the updates in a matter of seconds. And in 3 minutes, they're already celebrating a year's success. No, I think you have here accepted that it's going to take steps, that it's going to take time, and you're accepting the fact that you're going to take these tiny steps until you achieve it. You know, it reminds me of a quote that I love. It's a Tanzanian quote that says, little by little, a little becomes a lot. And that's what I see you doing here, accepting that fact, accepting that you're gonna do something about it every day, and that in its own is like clicking for you. It's making you so motivated and so passionate to, that's why you have the rose quartz. You're so in love with the idea that you're finally going to succeed. You're in love with the fact that you've gotten up, that you're going to do something about it, that you're going to organize yourself. And with the judgment card, I see that these tiny steps that you're taking are actually going to be pushing you and moving you forward in the direction that you want. So what am I seeing here in your path ahead? It's very clear here. We're seeing a lot of victory for you. You achieving the things, especially the things that you were worried about. It's like there are certain actions that you weren't taking, and because you weren't taking them, you were foreseeing that the things that you wanted weren't there. And now that you're taking these steps and you're changing your energy and you're changing your mind and you're rearranging your plans, now you can start seeing what you want. You can start visualizing it finally in the future. You can start believing it, and it's moving you forward towards it. So your path ahead is looking very strong, my dear pile number 1, due to that big shift that you're doing, especially mental shift that you're doing these couple of days, it seems, because we're looking at grand changes in January. So you're making practical shifts now, you're making changes now, and you're full of motivation. You know that expression, shoot for the moon? Because if you miss, at least you'll land on a star. And I used to think, at least? That's something that we all want. That's the kind of thing that I'm seeing in your path here. You are shooting for the moon, and that is towards a certain goal that you want, but you will be surprised to see that the actions you're taking are not going to just land you on the moon. They're landing you on a further star, way bigger than what you thought you can or you're allowed to imagine. My dear pal number one, you are not expecting to get these types of results. Like, for example, let's say you're like, right, that's it. I've always wanted to start a bakery shop, and I've been procrastinating. I have what it takes. I have what it takes. Yeah, I'm gonna start making these small efforts, and I'm gonna sell my favorite cake and bread. And I'll finally be able to have my small shop that I want, that will give me extra finances to do the things that I want. Oh, I'm really hoping for at least an extra, $1,000 a month. Oh, that would be amazing. I can't even imagine for an extra $1,000 a month. What would I do with $1,000? And start baking my favorite cake and my favorite bread. And you're imagining it, and you start taking action. You're like, that's it. That's what I want to do. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to be watching television anymore. I'm going to start setting this up. I'm going to start renting this shop right across the street. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get a license, yada, 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 yada. And you work hard, and you get that little bakery shop, and you start baking your cakes and your bread, and you're so happy, and people are like, oh, that's fresh. It's beautiful. And they're asking for demand. They're asking you for more. They're like, this was so delicious. And you're like, I'm sorry, that's the last one that I baked today. And you're like, please, can I come and take it in the morning? And then you're getting a lot of demand. So now you're starting to cook day and night and day and night, and bake, day and night, day and night. And you're working around the clock. When you thought you were going to make $1,000 towards the end of the month, if you're lucky, after all the expenses, you realize that you're like, pooh, you're making 5, 6, 7, and you're like, wow, what? Excuse me. I can't believe that I made 6 in a month. What? That's the kind of energy that I'm seeing here. It's like, it's so big, you didn't even dare imagining it for yourself. The steps that you're taking now. And then comes the end of the month. Lo and behold, you have an extra $6,000. The demand is going crazy. People want more of your cakes and your bread. So you start hiring more staff. Yada, yada, yada. And it just starts growing out of control. In a good way. You're making more. And you know how this works. You start expanding, and you start making more money. It starts becoming a brand, yada, yada, yada. All through the initial amount of effort that you were taking for just an extra $1,000 in a small, cute bakery shop across the street. So that's the type of energy that I'm seeing here for you. You're going to be taking steps these days, my dear pile number one, that are serious. You're going to put a lot of effort into it. You're dropping your old habits. You're like, no, I'm not taking this anymore. I'm not going to be this person. I'm not going to take this life. I'm voting for my dreams, for my life, the way I wanted. And you're getting up, you're working, you're doing your magic here with this alchemical process. You're putting everything in. And The wonderful thing about you, my dear pile number one, I know I said it several times, but it's something that I love about you in your pile. You're going to accept that it takes steps. It takes one step after the next. You know, you're going to do whatever is needed for that day, finish it and call it a day. And you're not going to be frustrated about, why am I not getting the results now? You're like, fine, this is what I needed to do today. I put everything in. Tomorrow, I'm going to come and do my job for the next day, and so on. You're taking it very kindly with yourself, yet you're very serious and disciplined with the King of Swords. And with the sword down, this is a symbol of sacrifice. You're making the right sacrifices, the needed sacrifices to at least get the dream that you want. But, my dear pile number one, like I explained, this is going to go so much out of proportion. I don't think you here even understand what we're talking about here, me and your cards, at all. I really don't think you understand. I'm going to help you with that. And since this is an important reading for your path ahead, I'm going to take it as an opportunity as well to seek guidance for you on what you need to do exactly to make this process enjoyable, calm, and successful for you. So how big is this for pile number one, please? Can we kind of get more information? How big is this for pile number one, please? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Are these 6? These are 5. Okay. Talk about the unexpected. So you have the Magician. Talk about things getting out of proportions. Lo and behold, you're not going to believe the results that are going to happen. They're going to seem so close to magic. Pile number one. Okay. 2 of Pentacles. It's going to take you on a little bit of a different journey than you're expecting. Not a journey that you don't like. It's just that because things are bigger, you'll have to learn to balance yourself more, to acclimate to these bigger responsibilities. That's what I see here. Nothing that you're gonna hate, believe me. My dear pile number one. Excuse me. Okay. What? There we go. You also have the 8 of Swords. All right. I feel like with the 8 of Swords here, especially that the vision is blocked, everything is kind of like blocked here. This is intuitively telling me that you're not supposed to know how big, because our question is, how big is this going to be? You're not supposed to know now. Things will unveil in their right time for the right reasons. You're not meant to know everything now at all. Maybe so that you're not worried, right? Maybe it's because you might start worrying about how big this is going to get and how amazing it's going to get, but then you're going to worry about the responsibilities maybe, and then you might start attracting not getting it or something. I don't know, but for one reason or the other, you're not supposed to know, it seems now. My dear pile number one, no. You have the 6 of Swords, and you have, the 6 of Wands with grand victory, success, and it looks like popularity as well. Wow. So all I can tell you as apparent to me in the cards is going to get so big out of proportion in a good way. Your responsibilities are going to be bigger, but nothing that you can't handle. Slowly but surely, it's going to be growing exponentially to huge success, huge growth, and huge popularity. Talk about victory, my dear pal, number one. This is unbelievable. And imagine all of that type of victory is simply beginning by something clicking within you, telling you that you should not take a life that doesn't speak for you, my dear pal, number one. And this is exactly what I see in your reading on what is on your path ahead. I wish you all the best of luck with that, my dear pal, number one. May you shoot for the moon and land on the stars, my dear pal, number one. This was your reading. This is what to expect on your path ahead. And if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And if you enjoy Zodiac Tarot readings, make sure you check out my other channel. It's the first link in the description box. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, my dear pal, number one. This book could really help you out with this journey, with achieving these big dreams in such a simple way and an enjoyable way. This book is small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate reading it in the first place. But you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in checking it out, my dear pal, number one, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pal, number one, it was such a pleasure doing this reading for you. I wish you the best of luck. May you achieve these big dreams soon. I do hope you update me. I'm so excited for you. I wonder what these are going to be. Wishing you the best, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi pile number 2, welcome to your reading. You have chosen the Now card as well as the Garnet. Let's see how this fits into your reading, and we're taking a look at what to expect in your path ahead, my dear pile number 2. All right, so we're going to be starting off with your oracle cards first. So you have Rejuvenating Rain, Clear the Past, Heal the Present. Talk about the now. All right, let's keep it right there. You also have the Sun in Libra with Harmony. Okay. And you have Chair Filled. Someone new is entering your life. Someone or something. Let's see. Let's now pick up your tarot cards for it to give us the full picture of what to expect, what we see with the oracle cards that we have here. So you have, wow, the 9 of Emotions, which is the 9 of Cups. Beautiful card. You have the 6 of Emotions, which is the 6 of Cups. This is really highlighted here. Okay. This is the After Tarot. So these depict scenes, moments after the regular Rider-Waite-Smith. This is the 7 of Swords, and they're about to get entrapped right there. Okay. This is the Queen of Swords. This is the 2 of Swords. You also have the King of Cups. The Queen of Cups. Wow, the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Interesting. And you have the 2 of Wands. So, seeing that we have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups here, for some of you, this chair being filled can actually be someone coming into your life. But like I said, this is not necessary at all. If this is something that you want, why am I sure if this is something that you want? Because you have the 9 of Cups and the 6 of Cups, signifying that something that you really wish, dream of, hope for is coming true. 9 of Cups is a wish fulfillment card. And so if your wish is to be in a specifically romantic relationship, because that's the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups, a lot of emotions there, then this is obviously what this card is signifying. But this is not everybody's wish. 9 of Cups, right? We can see that right now, and it's so amazing. We keep looking at timing when we take a look at your cards every single day, every time. But your card has to do all about timing, your main card, the card that you were drawn to. With Seize the Moment, it looks like now, starting now, you are about to receive a wish that you've hoped for, a very big one. Mind you, the 6 of Cups is something that was deep in your heart, something that you've hoped for dearly. And it looks like you're about to catch it, and it is about to come true for you. My dear pile number 2. Let's take a closer look and get more information about what this wish is going to be like, what is going to go on in your life with that wish, and what to expect. With Clear the Past and Heal the Present, as well as the main card now, I see that you are in a very pivotal moment in your path. We can of course see why, because you're about to receive a dear dream. And I'm really pausing because I feel like I'm not giving it enough justice here. This is something that your heart is desiring, and it may be hard to believe. The reason I say that is because we have the 7 of Swords here. There is a misbelief, or is it called not a disbelief, but rather a misconception that is about to be entrapped. Part of you thought that you couldn't have this dream logically for one reason or the other. Maybe you thought it was too late. Maybe you thought you didn't have what it takes. Maybe you thought it was just not going to happen to you. Maybe you thought it was too big to happen for you. There is a big limiting belief that is about to be cleared for you on your path ahead now. We can clearly see the internal thought pattern between what you wanted to have and what your mind thinks makes sense or not. And it's really interesting here because we're seeing a mermaid fight a human being on land. So you think that the mermaid is at disadvantage, when really the mermaid here has grown 2 legs and is able to stand up for themselves against their opponent with great courage and strength. And that's what we see with the 2 of Swords here, showing me that perhaps your dream in the past could not show itself to you because maybe because of timing, or maybe because of many other reasons. It hadn't grown its legs per se, symbolically, for you to receive it, and so it wouldn't have been easy for you to believe that it could happen for you. But here we see the man has grown the 2 legs, that it's about to happen for you, and what you couldn't believe in the past is about to become your reality, and it's about to be something that you are going to be faced with. Now you have to look at your dream straight into the eye and let it tell you, no, not everything that you think is logical all the time is actually logical. And it's going to be a very surprising moment, it seems here, in your cards, for you to see that come true. It's going to be quite a surprise, because you almost completely have disregarded this dream, to the extent that you may be even wondering, like, what dream are you talking about? I don't have dreams. I don't know what you're talking about now. Maybe. Or maybe you know what I'm talking about, but you're like, yeah, I don't think it's gonna be for me. Maybe for somebody else, but not for me. It's very hard, it looks like, to me, for you to see this coming for you. But what can I tell you, pile number 2? The time is now. You don't have to test this reading for long, do you? The time is now for you. And you're not going to believe what you are about to see when it comes to what you're wishing for. Now, what are you wishing for, pile number 2? I mean, what are you wishing for that is so big that you think won't happen for you, my dear pile number 2? Can we get more information, please? I feel like these 2 are important too, so I'm just going to keep them on the side. What is pile number 2's wish, please? 8 of Swords, 4 of Cups, and Muse of Emotions, Muse of Cups. The King of Cups. You know, the Muse, we look at a muse and it inspires us it invokes emotions within us to bring art and inspires us. So this tells me that regardless of what this exact wish is, it was more of something that you looked at and admired rather than believed it could be for you. And we can clearly see here in your energy with the 8 of Swords and the 4 of Cups. You waiting, not being satisfied, thinking it's just not gonna be for you. Nah, it's not gonna be for me. Your cards are very clear. And this 8 of Swords almost looks claustrophobic, like, excuse me, kind of giving us the impression of, no, this can never happen to me. Kind of like, it's against all odds. Why pile number 2? Well, this question is to be left in the past, because for whatever reason this is not going to be your reality anymore. Like I explained at the very beginning of your reading, you are at a pivotal moment in your life. King of Cups, Queen of Cups, I mean, for a lot of you, especially with the 6 of Cups here, for some of you, it's very clear that there is a romantic connection coming up here. And 6 of Cups a lot of the time signifies children. So this could be building a family for a lot of you. But for the rest of you who are not looking for a romantic connection, your cards are also clear. It is what you have been hoping for. In fact, you have Aladdin's lamp here, specifically showing us it is what you are wishing for. And it's so lovely to see that in your reading, my dear pile number 2. You receiving something that you thought was almost impossible to that extent. So what are these 2 cards? Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. This Four of Swords looks like they're having their rest in water. We can clearly see this rejuvenating rain, right? The cleansing of the past and the healing in order to begin anew. Wow, my dear pal, number 2, I'm so happy for you. So let's now get more information on how exactly is this going to happen for you, since this is now, right? I think we're allowed to get more information on that. So what is exactly going to happen now for you, and how is it changing your path ahead? So how is that going to happen for pile number 2, please? Can we kind of get more information? How is that about to happen for pile number 2? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So excited for you, pile number 2. I'm not going to leave this reading until I get more information for you. So what is happening now for pile number 2? How is this unfolding for them? So you have the Muse of Inspiration, the King of Wands. Again, we have the Muse showing that what you've inspired or hoped for is now coming into reality, because wands are creation, right? It's being created, it's happening now. Okay. 4 of Wands, obviously a celebration here. Okay. 10 of Cups, my. Pile number 2, wow. Okay. Wow. 6 of Wands with victory and success. Wow. Queen of Wands. Wow. Pile number 2. And the Emperor. Wow. So let's take a closer look now at the cards and start deciphering how is this about to unfold for you now. Well, the counterparts are here. King of Cups, Queen of Cups, King of Wands, Queen of Wands. Okay. You're about to pair with something or come together with something that you want. That's clear, of course. A pyramid. You know, with the Queen of Wands, there are a lot of strings, almost like something is moving the Queen of Wands. So, although this is going to start by you taking a certain action that is divinely guided without you really being fully aware is what I'm looking for. It's like free will, but you were kind of like inspired, as the Muse here suggests. You're going to be inspired to take a certain move that may be noticed by a key person. Because you have the Sun here, and you can clearly see that you're going to be seen, especially the 6 of Wands is all, it shows someone who's being popular and and seen. So you're definitely going to be seen, because that's very apparent in your cards here. Seen. You're going to be seen by someone key. And I was just going to ask when, and then I remember the time is now. So expect these days for you to do something and for it to be seen. Now the eyes are closed, which tells me that you're not going to know first about this person. Maybe knowing about your work, because these are fingers, or noticing you in specific, or noticing something that you're doing successful or right. Some of you, this person may ask for some sort of strong partnership, a big opportunity, actually. This is no small person. This is a key player who may, if I'm reading the cards card per card, who may bring you to stardom, or may give you a lot of attention. All in all, this person will be celebrating you. Now, why is this person important? Like, maybe you're like, well, my dream has nothing to do with a key person seeing me. You never know, my dear pile number 2, what type of power, since this is the emperor here, this person has that can put you on a road that you really hope and wish for, with the 10 of Cups here, because the 10 of Cups is excessive an energy, being absolutely happy. So you're really celebrating this with dear ones. You're like, you see, 4 of Wands shows a tight-knit group of girls or people here who are sitting together quietly celebrating. Same strings here, do you see? Same strings. Celebrating the very, not just what happened, but the moves. Like, you have people here that are close to you telling you, good move. That was brilliant of you to do that, or something. And you're like, I don't even know why I did it. I feel like I was inspired to do that. That's what I see, the type of conversation that is happening in the near future for you, weird enough. That's exactly what I see. And I do see you celebrating that big move in your life, that big collaboration, big cooperation. And you know, sometimes collaboration and cooperation doesn't necessarily mean, you know, I do business with you, you do business with me. It could simply be something like, I love your talent. I would love to see more people who have genuine talent like you grow. And that's what I believe in. I'm going to put you in contact with the right person. I'm going to do this for you. I'm going to do that for you, because I'm rooting for that type of talent or something. Yeah, so there's certainly a grand some sort of grand collaboration happening for you now at this very pivotal time of your life, my dear pile number 2. Look for something these days big to change for you. It looks like you will be doing something almost on the spur of the moment, and you will see that you'll be going along your day doing your usual things, or maybe you'll do something new. I don't know, but you will be doing something that will make someone key notice you, and one way or the other, this person will be the reason for a big dream for you to come true, my dear pile number 2. And that is exactly what I see in your path ahead. I wish you all the best of luck with that. May you always have your dreams coming true, my dear pile number 2. I'm so pumped for you. And please do update me. I'm so excited to know more about this. What happened here? What did you do? What clicked? And how is this person helping you make your dreams come true? My dear pile number 2, this was your reading. I truly hope you enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Also, if you enjoy Zodiac Tarot readings, make sure you check out my other channel. It's the first link in the description box. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, my dear pile number 2. This book could really help you out next year in setting your goals, making sure you go through with them and achieve them simply, and all while having fun. This book is small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate reading it, but you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pile number 2, it was such a pleasure. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so excited for you. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. We're taking a look at where your path is taking you. So you have chosen passion with the fire as well as the cherry quartz. Let's keep them right there and see how they fit into your reading today. And as usual, we'll be starting off with your oracle cards first. So, my dear pile number 3, yes, you had 2 tea leaves in your preparation. So you have grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. So nice. We are definitely seeing the idea of an expansion of something. Okay. You also have Moon in Cancer with friendship. You have April. Kind of the same theme and flowers here. April could also be a name, by the way. Okay. Oh, 4. Looks like something is happening in April for you. Right. You also have Owl. Good advice from a wise person. Okay, let's keep them right there. And let's now take a look at your tarot cards. Okay. So you have the Knight of Swords. You have the 8 of Cups. Interesting. 1 white circle and 1 black. So this is the after tarot. These depict the scenes that are moments after the regular Rider-Waite-Smith. So here you have the Queen of Wands. And you have the 10 of Wands. Okay. You have the 9 of Wands. The 4 of Wands. Okay. The 4 of Swords. A lot of 4s in your reading. Did you notice that, my dear pile number 3? A lot of 4s. Something must be up in April. You also have the 6 of Swords. So what can you expect in your path ahead? Where is your path taking you? Where is your path taking you? Look at this pile number 3. Look at that. You are at the verge of breaking down, and not like in a nasty way, but I'm seeing you're so tired, my dear pile number 3. You see here with the regular 10 of Wands, a figure holds 10 wands on their back and carries them enduring their heaviness. But in this specific 10 of Wands, this guy's like, I'm tired. All the wands are on the floor. This figure sat down. They're resting on one of the wands and they're like, I'm so tired. So I can really feel your energy here, my dear pile number 3. You have been going and going and going. Perhaps you have a lot of responsibilities and a lot of things that you have to take care of. And it seems to me from this 10 of Wands that it's not always your choice to drop things, you know? Perhaps you have some people to take care of or some responsibilities or things that you have to pay. But you're just really tired, my dear pile number 3. I'm so sorry about that. I see you bleeding emotionally. Excuse me. And you're now, the rate of your work, your energy, perhaps is slowing down with the 6 of Swords here. You're like trying to take more steps or something here. Although you're really tired. Sorry, pile number 3. I was adjusting the camera. So, because of this type of endurance and what you must be feeling at the moment, my dear pile number 3, I see that your pile is actually coming with 2 messages. One, clear one about where your path is taking you, and another one about a very strong advice for you for your path ahead. So as we've mentioned here, you are very, very tired. You're almost on the brinks of maybe even giving up. It looks to me that you do want to go, but you're tired. You do want to go on, but you're really tired. And I see blood. I see here being burnt out could be the message. But here's the thing. By April, there is not just a lot of rest, but it seems like, my dear pile number 3, by April, there is a huge expansion, which is the word we've noticed from the very beginning in your reading. There is a huge expansion going on in your path that you are going to be, obviously with the 4 of Wands, greatly celebrating. Now, this expansion is not something small at all. This expansion is going to put you in a much different position, in a much bigger place than where you currently at or what you currently think or see. What is this expansion here that you'll be very grateful for? I'm not sure yet. I will check it for you. Maybe you have an idea, or maybe not. But by April, there is a great expansion in your path, in what you're working on. What I do know with this expansion is, for one reason or the other, you'll be able to rest greatly. See, it looks like you may be taking a third of the way towards your goal, towards what you want. If your path were to be divided into 3/3, by April, you would have crossed a third of your path towards your huge goal. Now, it is quite evident to me that you'll be resting by this time. Perhaps taking this huge shot will allow things to be much simpler for you. Maybe by that time, you will have the finances to make things easier for yourself. I'm not sure in what way it's going to be easier for you, but one clear thing to me is that one of the things that you'll be celebrating is that it's going to be much easier in terms of effort. And that's wonderful to hear for you, my dear pile number 3. So your advice here, because you still have 4 months to go, you know, you have you have December, January, February, and March. April, it seems, when things are going to be going exponentially well. Your advice is to, until then, take it slow, but take the effort. Did you see this 9 of Wands? Looks like, excuse me, looks like they're fractured, hurt, but they still know what their goal is, and they're moving it towards it step by step, you know? Taking it one stick at a time until they finish the needed time towards their first milestone, it seems, my dear pile number 3. I know it's not easy for you. I really can see it here in your cards, and my heart is with you. Please take it easy on yourself, but don't let it go, my dear pile number 3. Please don't let it go. You're right about to do something great. And you want these huge results. You want these huge expansions, which I'm going to find out what it is for you in a second. And so please don't give up. Continue to take action slowly but surely, you know, steady action. Small incremental steps every day is better than taking a whole lot of things up and being overwhelmed and not being able to finish it. So just do something about it every day. Continue at it. It's the is it the momentum? Yeah, it's all about continuation and creating momentum. And you'll see that these 4 months will finish before you know it. You know, time runs. It's gonna run anyway. So why not get the results that you want, since it is going to be running anyway, my dear pile number 3. What is this expansion? Because that's the main reading anyways. I know that there was an advice here, and I made sure I deliver that to you. But I also now want to explore the main idea here of April. What is expanding for pile number 3, please, in April? What is expanding in April for pile number 3, please? Can we get more information on that? What is expanding for them, please? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Friendship. We'll find out. So you have the 6 of materials, which is the 6 of Pentacles. You know, a lot of the times 6 of Pentacles has to do with generosity. So you're getting an abundance of something. Okay. You have the 9 of Swords with 9 of Voices. I feel like here we did establish that you feel tired, right? That's why we have the 9 of Swords. But in this 9 of Swords, we kind of feel like everything is in their reign. They're able to control everything. Everything is under control with this specific 9 of Wands. So by that time, maybe you're not doing all of these things at the same time. You're doing one thing, maybe automation for some of you. You're doing one thing that is taking care of so many things at the same time. Some of you may be leaders as well. You have the Strength card. You have the Justice card. All right. And you have the Wheel of Fortune. Whoa. So by April, something is definitely happening here. It's like an exact time of change. A very powerful time, that is for sure. For a lot of you, this looks like it's a time where you're gaining a lot of wealth in specific. A lot of financial wealth. Keep wondering, what is that? That seems to be part of the equation here. Let me meditate on these for a second, pile number 3. April seems to be a key month for you because appearing in your reading is also you meeting a key person by April. For a lot of you, since Passion and Fire is showing up here, for a lot of you it could be some sort of romantic connection, if this is what you're looking for. If not, do know that you're meeting a key connection by April, my dear pile number 3. But the main point here, as you can see, is that with the Justice card, something legally is happening here. There's a multiplication of wealth. You know, things multiplying and birthing and multiplying and birthing and multiplying and birthing. Maybe you're making wealth and you're reinvesting it and it's bringing you more wealth. We're seeing kind of like, you know, agriculture, how the wheel turns and the irrigation system and irrigates a whole land. I feel like you're getting a lot of wealth. You're going to be very strong financially by April. You're going to have some sort of power or control in terms of wealth. My dear pile number 3. Perhaps with this type of wealth, you may start feeling like you have more control over your life, perhaps, where you get to make more decisions and being more in control about your time. Maybe that's why it's so apparent in your reading that you'll be much, much freer in terms of how you feel and the load that you're carrying. Perhaps that's it. I'm not sure how it's going to go because I know it's a general reading and everyone's going to have a different story. But by April, on your path ahead, as a tarot reader, I can tell you, you are going to have more time. You're not going to have so much to carry on your back as now. You're going to have more wealth. And by April, you are going to create a very strong bond with someone for one reason or the other. For a lot of you, it must be romantic. Now, don't forget that your reading did come with an advice that I'm meant to deliver to you. And it's about being patient until April, to take it step by step these months, to just persevere. One day at a time. Forget about the end result. Don't be too tied on April. When is April coming? When is April coming? Otherwise, you'll feel the burn. Just focus one step at a time, one day at a time, and that's it. And the next day, that day at a time. And I promise you, my dear pile number 3, you're going to see that in April, you're going to be much calmer. Things are going to quiet down for you. Your world's going to be much simpler. And there's a lot of wealth coming in for you by the month of April. This is exactly what I see in your path ahead. I wish you the best of luck from my heart to you. I believe it. I believe every word of it for you, my dear pile number 4. Keep going and you're not going to be sorry. This is your reading, my dear pile number 3. Did I say 4? I apologize if I've done that. This is your reading, my dear pile number 3. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Also, if you enjoy Zodiac Tarot readings, make sure you check out my other channel. It's the first link in the description box. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book. Speaking of which, this book could really help you out. Do your tasks in such an easy way, calmly, and while enjoying it. This book is small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate reading it in the first place. But you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. No need to suffer going through it. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pile number 3, sending you a hug, wishing you the best, and I know that amazing things are to come for you. And my dear pile number 3, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi pile number 4, welcome to your reading. You have chosen the purpose card with fulfillment as well as the blue agate. Let's see how this fits into your reading, and we're taking a look at where your path is taking you exactly. So we'll be starting off with your oracle cards first. Let's check what you have here. So, my dear pile number 4, you have uncovering treasure. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. I love this for you, pile number 4. Okay. You have Sun in Scorpio with endurance. Okay. And you have career. Oh my God. Purpose and career. My goodness. This could not be a coincidence for sure. Let's check out your tarot cards and get more information on that. So you have the 3 of Swords. It's like you think there's a door that is closed, but is it really closed? Because I see a vast open land of opportunity waiting to be planted with what you want to plant it with. And it seems like the only thing that's standing in your way is an idea, maybe. Let's find out more. You have the Sun card. You have the After Tarot. These are the scenes that depict moments after the regular Rider-Waite-Smith. So you have the 3 of Swords again. Let's see. The swords have fallen and there's healing going on now. All right. You have the Ace of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay. You have the Moon. You have the Page of Cups. You have the Knight of Wands. And you have the 7 of Swords. So what lies ahead for you, my dear pile number 4? Great bounty, that's for sure. That is for sure. I can already see with both Three of Swords or 2 Three of Swords coming up in your reading here is that there seems to have been a lot of challenges, a lot of hits, a lot of disappointments that used to happen. Challenging and tricky situations that used to happen in your career where you're trying to figure things out. With the Seven of Swords, I feel like every time you feel like it's right about to happen, it's right about to work, one challenge or the other hits and you feel like frustrated that it didn't happen again. That is the type of energy I'm reading in your pile, my dear pile number 4. You're full of passion and fire with the Sun and the Knight of Wands. The wonderful thing about you is that you've kept going. You didn't get hit and you're like thinking, that's it for me. The beautiful thing about you, my dear pile number 4, is that after all is said and done, after some healing, your hope is revived and you get back up and you try again. It looks to me like this time in your path, things are going to be working, as you can clearly see here with me, magnificently. See, these 2 cards look like they're running in the same direction. The Seven of Swords and the Knight of Wands. Where at one time, running at the same speed used to create a lot of challenges, didn't work. Now with the accumulated experience and the things that you've picked up along the way, you're more equipped now with the Knight of Wands to actually move forward quickly. You've learned so much that I don't think you're even aware of with the Moon card here. I don't think you are aware of just how much you have picked up from the losses that happened in your career in the past, of the things you've been trying to do and achieve. But with the Moon card here, it's like a lot of things have sunk in. Maybe you don't see it in your real life, but excuse me. But as you go through your path, as you find yourself doing things completely differently, making better choices, you'll see that you've got the hang out of a lot of things. It's not just about making better choices, but it's about avoiding things that you would have fallen into in the past easily. Now you know better. You know what looks right, what looks wrong. There's so much that's not tangible in terms of the learning, because we have the Moon card here. That shows me that you've learned so much. And although it's not tangible, it is what it takes sometimes to have that sort of sense the sensibility to move forward with experience, to attract and create the things that you want. That's what I see in your path ahead, my dear pile number 4. You are equipped with so much luck and experience this time. And it's almost like your subconscious mind, with all of the music here, is kind of like guiding you this time in the right direction. See, with the Page of Cups, Page are a new journey. From the Ace of Cups to the 10 of Cups is one journey, and from the Page of Cups to the King of Cups is a new journey, a new level. So I see, I'm saying new journey very loosely here, because although it's all one long journey, but this time it's going to have a different feel to it. It's going to have a different look to it, and a different experience overall in what you're doing. And so I see with the endurance here that as you continue to thrive, because you never give up, my dear pile number 4. It's the first thing that I saw in your reading. Yes, you fall. Yes, you cry sometimes. Yes, you rest and sometimes feel like you're gonna give up, but you always get back up. And I do see with the endurance card here that next up you'll be working hard. You'll continue to do. It's like it's your purpose. You can't drop it, my dear pile number 4. No matter how many times you wanted to drop it or wanted to drop your goals or felt tired, it's just your purpose. It keeps calling you back in. And so in your path ahead, I see you this time being, I don't want to say angry, but you know how in movies when someone's been beaten up so many times that the last time they just get up and they're so angry this time and they go, ah, and they push and they break the door and they make it all the way in and they finally achieve what they want. Although for the whole movie they may have been trying, you know? That's the energy that I'm seeing here. That it's that one last hit with full power that you're going to be doing these couple of days, where you're going to push something until you come out the other side and finally make one big achievement in your career. Not finally, I'm sure you've made a lot of big ones, but this one is going to be a huge milestone here. We see beneath the surface lies great bounty, uncovering treasure. So this last big push is finally opening up a huge door for you. The pentacle has dropped. It's right there. The opportunity is right there for you. Now, I want to check 2 things for you. When, if we're allowed to ask, when is that door opening, if you're allowed to know? And number 2, what is coming as a result? What is this great treasure that's coming as a result? So first things first, let's check timing. When is pile number 4 opening that door for themselves? We see fulfillment here. You're absolutely going to be fulfilled this time. One last push, pile number 4. 6 of Cups. One last push. It's funny. It reminds me of a mother giving birth. One last push and you get the gift of life. You have the 4 of Wands. And you have the Awakening card. We're taking a look at timing. Timing. These 2 cards have something in common. It's like this mirror is a mirror to the soul. I see a path going like this. And then with the Awakening, we see light shining out of the soul. Again, we see another path going like this. So these 2 remind me of an 11, which is here in your reading. And then you have the 4 of Wands, which reminds me of April. You might want to check, I think it was pile number 3. They had a lot of Aprils. You might want to check pile number 3 if you were drawn to pile number 3. So could it be the 11th of April? It could be for a lot of you. Something significant is happening on the 11th of April in terms of timing. Let's check what this great bounty is for you, my dear pile number 4, in your career. Can we kindly get more information, please, for pile number 4 on what this great bounty is for them? What is this treasure happening in April for them, please, in their careers? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I feel this one as well. 6. What is this great treasure, please, that is happening for pile number 4? What should they expect with that? Three of Cups, Knight of Wands, 4 of Cups, the World card, the Death card. Whoa, the World and the Death card. This is big, 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 big transformation. Like throughout your whole life, in every area of your life, in fact. And you have the 8 of Cups. It looks like it's such a big transformation, in fact, that you're walking away from your current life and you will be living a totally different life by April, or maybe beginning of April is when you'll find the news about this. But your whole life is changing, and I see with this Knight of Cups here, celebrations after waiting for a long time. Something that you've been hoping for. So with this box of treasure, for a lot of you, this is obviously a lot of wealth coming in for a lot of you. It's such big wealth. And I see with the 3 of Cups, it signifies the same figure here. You've been waiting moon after moon, you know, symbolically meaning you've been waiting for a long time. She's holding this moon close to her heart. It's like you have been really hoping for this. You've been wishing for this. Yeah, it's your purpose, my dear. My dear pile number 4, it's your purpose. You have been trying, of course. We've uncovered your story. You have been hoping and trying. And April, it looks like things are changing here completely. If you feel like the doors are closing up on you, my dear pile number 4, this couldn't be far from the truth. Things are changing for you. Maybe not right away, but it does look like, excuse me, in April things are changing, and that's why you're being advised here to endure a little bit. You might actually have been drawn to pile number 3 because there's a very close message, even with timing here, both of your piles. So be ready by that time to be walking away from your life or experiencing your life in a very different way by April. Your whole life is changing and transforming. I want to know how. Like, what is it changing into? What are you experiencing? My dear pile number 4. What are you experiencing? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. A bit vague, but I think it's you're meant to experience things the way they're supposed to unfold. But let's find out together. You have the 2, again, you see that this abyss, you're not getting more information. You have 2 of Wands, the 9 of Swords, the Moon card again, see? A lot of vagueness. You're not going to get more information, but one thing we can see here with the 9 of Swords is that what used to stress you out will now make you feel calm, rejuvenated. Yeah, you're not going to be as stressed in April as you are now. Yeah, you must check pile number 3. They even got the same card. You have the Strength card, and you have the Knight of Cups. So with the Strength card, we can obviously see that you're going to be in a much better and stronger situation and position by April. There's less stress. With the Two of Wands, there's more for you to explore. It's like the sky is the limit here with what you can do by that time. You have endless options, so much to do, so much to think of, so much to dream of. You can shape your world by that time in the way that you want and not in the way that you have to go about it. To just get a glimpse of what you want. It's not going to be like that at all for you, my dear pile number 4. And Knight of Cups, the Knight of Cups is someone who goes after what their heart is yearning for, not thinking of anything else. I'm going full force after what they want, with disregarding the consequences. And sometimes it's a bad thing and sometimes it's a good thing, because when you're looking forward towards your goal and it's all you can think about, all you want, it's your purpose, you don't want to know anything else, you're letting your heart and soul guide you and you're just going after it, you're enduring everything. It shows that by April, following your heart, which was your guide all along, is really going to get you not just the results that you want, but it seems that it's very important for you to be able to do what you want in the way that you want to do it. Where the sky is your limit, you can now create and imagine and fulfill what you want and not be enslaved to luck or enslaved to consequences or enslaved to who knows what tomorrow may bring. I think things will be at that time totally under your control and your command, my dear pile number 4. This is exactly what I see for you on where your path is taking you. I wish you the best of luck from my heart. I believe it from my heart to you. All the best of luck with what you're doing, my dear pile number 4. Keep persevering, keep being you. And that was your reading. If you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Also, if you enjoy Zodiac tarot readings, make sure you check out my other channel. It's the first link in the description box. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, my dear pile number 4. This book could really help you out in what you're doing, and also in setting goals for your new year and achieving them. It seems like there are big things coming up for you that you want to achieve. This book could really help you out. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate reading it, but it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in checking it out, my dear pile number 4, you'll find the link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pile number 4, I'm wishing you the best of luck. I know you're going to do it. I know you're going to get great things. That's what I see in your reading. I wish you the best of luck, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye!